More than 61 million Americans are living with some kind of disability, and around 500,000 of them rely on a service dog. But some service dog owners say they've been questioned, denied service, or even asked to show paperwork before entering a business. So chances are, whether you have a service animal yourself or know someone who does, you've probably come across the situation before. But is that something businesses are actually allowed to do? We verify. For thousands of Americans, a service dog isn't just a friend, but also a lifeline. These highly trained animals help guide, alert, and assist their handlers through everyday life. But what happens when that everyday life includes walking into a store, restaurant, or hotel only to be stopped at the door and asked for paperwork? Is it legal for businesses to ask for service dog paperwork? Let's verify. Our source is the Americans with Disabilities Act, commonly known as the ADA. Here's what we found. Businesses and other public accommodations are prohibited under the ADA from requiring any documentation, certification, or ID cards for a service animal. In fact, there's no such paperwork that exists at the federal level, and there is no official government registry for service dogs. So what can a business actually ask for? Staff are permitted to ask only two specific questions, and only these two. First, is this a service animal required because of a disability? And second, what work or task has the dog been trained to perform? That's it. Businesses cannot ask about the nature of the person's disability, they cannot require the dog to demonstrate its task, and they cannot deny entry simply because a customer doesn't have certification. The ADA deliberately avoids a certification requirement to stop any potential barriers for people who depend on these animals. Now, there are situations where a business can legally ask a service animal to leave. Under the ADA, a business is not required to allow a service animal if the dog is not housebroken or if the dog is out of control. In those cases, the animal can be asked to leave, but the person must still be offered service without the animal when possible. So we can verify that no, it's not legal for businesses to ask for service dog paperwork. If you believe you've been discriminated against, you can file a complaint directly with the U.S. Department of Justice by visiting ada.gov. If you have something you want us to verify, text us at 256-382-2692.